Hello and welcome to episode 3 with Top Corner FC, the team of Wonderkids we created on Football Manager 2018. Now, pre-season turned out to be a bit of a con. Well, it was a breeze. We won all but one of our games. Then, when the championship kicked off, it was a case of majorly letting down the fans with a 0-0 draw against Derby. But the Wonderkids didn't end their disappointment there. Oh no, they continued that, bouncing from one draw to another. Here we drew 0-0 yet again, this time with Norwich. Fuming, like literally raving, livid. Look at those stats too, we were bombarded. The Canaries had 18 shots to our 8. Johannes Eggestein, he played a 6.6. Han Kwang Song, he's bagged our only goals to date, but that was against Grimsby in the Cup. Yep, here he played a 6.52. Then there's Diego Forlan, who I just wish didn't have such beautiful hair, else I probably would have never signed him. Oh, and Adam Armstrong, useless in pre-season, he's now in the reserves. So, to be honest with you, alarm bells were ringing. We needed a striker. I rummaged through your comments and picked up on a player though. AC Milan striker Patrick Cutrone. Now, ideally I've been looking to spend around 10 mil on players because we don't want to go overboard with our cash, but I am willing to stretch to 20 max, you know, for the right player. But Cutrone, well, that transfer worked out well. 18.25 million and the 19-year-old Italian was in the bag. Not bad, and I was keen to chuck him straight into the mixer, but no, he was just useless. 1-1, yes, third draw in a row. Cutrone didn't exactly immediately adapt, 6.1 for him, no one else was particularly useful either. Phil Foden, he is the most infuriating. 1 minute he's class, and the next he's all over the place. Very inconsistent, ladies and gentlemen, but amongst all this bad news there is some good. We have found our best formation, for example, 5-3-2. Kind of, it's like that. We've got Reece Oxford, he's proved just as good as the other centre-backs up on Meccano and Delict, so I have to play 3 at the back, simple as that, they're our best players. Then it's a case of sorting out the right wing-back dilemma and also working out who's going to slot in behind the strikers best once Arthur and Justin Cliver are back to full fitness. I've got 3 more games to show you then. We've got Leeds, we've got the second round of the Cup, and we've got Barnsley. Big games. Big games. First though, some new staff. In terms of defending, obviously you're going to want an Italian, so Baldini of Inter Milan should be your #1 pick. Speaking of Inter and Javier Zanetti's brother Sergio Zanetti, he's one of the best attacking coaches you can snap up on a free. No ties to a club, here we welcome the Argentine with open arms and plan to exploit his 18 for working with youngsters. Also, Jens Lehmann, it's not only cool to have an ex-pro like that in your team, but the German is one of the best goalkeeping coaches around, although we imagine he can get quite angry. Our player shortlist is looking a little dry. If anyone is after a goalkeeper though, our scouts highly rate AC Milan stopper Gabriel. He's only 24, but the Brazilian has been placed on the transfer list at under 1 million. Other players worth a mention, Malang Sarr, he will set you back close to 10 million. Not sure if we are going to follow through with this one, but look at those stats. He's absolutely quality for an 18-year-old. So, to the matches. I think my anger is just about simmered low enough to get on with this. Well, it was another 3 games before we tasted our first victory. But read it and weep it. Go on, write the headlines, paint the town red. Top Corner FC 1, Barnsley 0. Leeds was a little bit of a classic, 2-2, but look how the drama unfolded. We took the lead through Cutrone, some boy this guy, then the Soga, he grabbed a double, in fact he scored 7 in 6 games, so if anyone wants a target man, maybe look to him. Then Eggestein, he salvaged a late equaliser. I love you really, Eggy. I mean, I do slate you a lot, but you're alright. Last minute equaliser, 2-2. Then there was the 2-0 defeat to Fulham, but whatever. Cup game, played the Rezzies, bigger fish to fry, and of course, our first win against Barnsley. After all that, we are left 12th in the Championship. I mean, it's not great, but you know, there's always positives to take. Our defence is mean as hell, and I think that will serve us better over the long haul of a season. We just need to nick an extra few points here and there, and I'm banking on Cutrone to do that. So, to our right back dilemma, it was a unanimous vote for Alex Pinto. And we like to stick to our promises here at Top Corner, so we sorted out a 22 million bid, had the contract all wrapped up, and then guess what? He got injured. Unbelievable. Now, I really did want to sign him, but considering he was out to November and we are desperate for a quick fix, sorry guys, we just had to cancel the deal completely. So, all the drama went down to transfer deadline day. Whew, can you feel the tension?
Really? Can you feel the tension in the air right now? I know I can. I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
This is how that unfolded. It was as chaotic as every transfer deadline day is supposed to be. As you can see, trying to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool was just pointless. The Reds wanted over 150 million for him. Bore off Jurgen Klopp, that's ridiculous. To be honest, our two main transfer targets turned down even contract negotiations, but what we did find out for you guys at home is their release fees. Achraf from Real Madrid, the 18-year-old has some quality stats and we really wanted to make him our #1 right back. Well, his minimum fee release is 30.5 million, and for an 18-year-old, I'd definitely go and try and sign him for one of the big teams, ASAP. Likewise, this little gem we found in Sevilla from the B team, David Carmona. If you don't quite have as much money as 30 million to splash, then his release fee is just 16.5 million, and he looks like the real deal. Finally, and I must stress, this is the one you should all be queuing up to sign on the game. Honestly, I mean, I've simmed a lot of games for other videos, so I know that Luan becomes a leading star for both Brazil and whatever club signs him. It could be you. His minimum fee release is just 17.75 million. Go sign him from Gremio now. In this season at Gremio, he scores 16 league goals in 38 games and supplies 14 assists. Literally, drop what you're doing, go sign him now. So, who did we actually bring in on deadline day? Well, as mentioned earlier, Sarr, yeah, we completed that deal, and in terms of wingbacks, we managed to get two. First, we signed Jenny Regazel from Frankfurt. He's just about young enough for us, and I think with those stats, he should waltz into the championship. Whether he's going to be a Wonderkid or not, that remains to be seen. Then, with 6 hours left of the transfer window, Tottenham put Kyle Walker-Peters up for loan. We knew we couldn't wing him in on a transfer, so we took the loan deal. I mean, that's solid, right? That about does it for HITC Top Corner Gaming and me, Liam Curtis. Join us next week for 5 more championship games to see if we can start creeping up the table. Remember to like and subscribe HITC Top Corner Gaming.